Hi, this is Edith, Educational Technologist at Oregon Tech, and in this video I am going to go over the OneDrive program. So when you're ready to start OneDrive, you're going to go to your Start menu, select All Apps, and go down to the O's for OneDrive. You want to select OneDrive for Business. Now the purpose of OneDrive is to take your files that you want here on campus or elsewhere and be able to access them from anywhere that has an internet connection. So as you can see, when I open OneDrive, it actually opens up a file explorer for me, and it will show all the files that I have that are available on OneDrive, and they'll have little check marks next to them, and that just means they've been synced. So if I want to add another file, say from my drives, I can pick a file and I can drag it over to Oregon Tech OneDrive. You may have two different OneDrives here. Be sure that you pick the correct one. You want to use the Oregon Institute of Technology OneDrive. So let's go ahead and go back over here and see the file that I just brought in, which was the AVI questions. And you can see I got a check mark already because it was a small file, so it was able to sync relatively quickly. So that's the nice feature about the OneDrive. It automatically syncs to when you put in a file to your OneDrive, and so it's going to be available right away on the OneDrive. But if you want to bring over a document, a folder, so you can do again the same thing is you can take your folder and actually just drag and drop, and you can see right here it's in there now, but it doesn't have a check mark next to it because it's getting ready to, but it is starting to sync. And so you can see right here in my notification area that it is syncing right here. So it's just saying how many files are remaining. And once it's done uploading, I'll get another check mark there. Now I understand this is not the OneNote program. This is just the file explorer for it. This is where you're going to drag and drop your folders. You can also go to your S drive and drag and drop in there as well. So I can take another file and just drag and drop it in there, and again there it is, and it should start syncing anytime soon. Now if it doesn't, and you just saw the little notification letting me know it's syncing, but if it doesn't, you can also right click on your little OneDrive icon there and do a sync now. You can also pause syncing and stop syncing a folder. Now if you do all of these things and you need to turn your computer on or off, don't worry, because when you sign back into your computer, it will continue to sync the files that you wanted to put in there. So when you're ready to view your files and do some other things, you can actually go into, let's open a different window here. Okay, you can actually go into the internet. You can use any browser for this, and what I would recommend right now, we will have a dedicated link to this soon, but until then I always just put in Microsoft OneDrive for Business login. That just kind of brings me directly to the OneDrive, because the OneDrive here, you can see I have two different OneDrive sign-ins. This one is more for a personal account. So if you can also do this with a personal account and sign up. If you have a Microsoft account outside of OIT, you can actually sign up for that. I believe it's still free, or it comes free with Microsoft Office 365. So go ahead and click the sign in, and when you get here, mine's going to say go to my OneDrive, but and that's because I've already logged in. So what I'm going to do, actually, I'm logged into my browser, so I'm going to sign out here. Okay, so I'm going to be here. I'm going to get a sign in, and then you're going to use your OIT account. And you can always use this account. That is good if you don't have another OneDrive, or that's the only place you're going to use it. But you can always log out of your OneDrive as well if you do check that and go into a personal one. Now you're going to get this screen again. And so you can see I have 2 different choices. This is for the personal account, so you definitely want the OneDrive for Business. And how you'll know is once you get here, you're going to get this sign-in screen, which is the Oregon Tech sign-in screen. You can always bookmark it to your your browser. That is your choice. So your username is going to be what you use to sign in for OIT, single sign-on, and then your password again. Mine is already filled in just because I already have been here, so I've saved it to my browser to use. So just click sign in. And as you can see now, if I were to compare, I actually have the same files in both of these here. So that way, you know, if you're not sure, you can compare, but you can see that all my files have come over. You can see that I have the folder I dropped as well. You go to recent, it'll show you, you know, what the recent documents that were in, shared with me. So somebody may want to share some information with you. This is a way that you can see what files have been shared with an individual. So you can do a discover. You can see documents that you have access to, and then there's the recycle bin. Works just like any recycle bin on a Microsoft or Windows program. And you know, you can delete all. That's fine for me if that's what you choose to do. Just know that your recycle bin files do count against your overall storage. However, your overall storage is 1 terabyte, so you've got quite a bit to go with. You can also upload files or folders. So if you click on there, there's all my files that I have that I can actually upload. You can sync from here. You can create new folders, new Word documents. This will all work with online Office 365 online documents. And so that's what that would look like there. And we can just go back. The other thing you can do, if you see I have little bubbles here on the side, you can click on one of those, and then it gives you other options. So you can share, you can get a link that you can send to somebody so that they can share. You can download it, you can delete it, you can open it. So you have all of these options available. I know that I have shared other folders or other files. So if I go here, it'll show you that I've shared, and then it will show you who you've shared the file with. And that's kind of a nice option. I can also add people from here. If there's somebody else that I want to, you can, and this is where I was telling you can get a link. And when you invite, you can require them to sign in. You can send an email invitation. You can say whether they can just view it. So, you know, especially if it's a calendar, you don't want them to be able to edit it. You don't have to require them to sign in, so you can uncheck that. And then the shared with will also show you who's sharing, and you can also stop sharing. You can email everybody who's on your shared list. You can go to advance and change permissions here as well. So, you know, definitely go in through each of these options if you're interested in how they work. Downloading, it's just as it says. You can rename, and then you got ellipses. So if somebody has edited your document, you can go into version history and find out what changes have been made. As you can see, none have been made, but it'll tell you who it was modified by. They even have the option of putting in notes so that if something is changed, they can let everybody who's sharing the document know that it's been changed. So that's a nice feature there. And shared and get link are about the same thing. The get link just gives you the link to share, so you can always click on that and send it to the individual who you want to share it with. You also have an expiration date, how long they can access the file. So, you can customize it. So say, you only want them to have it for 5 days. So that's another nice feature, especially if you're an instructor and you're sharing a document with a student and you only want to give them a week to view it. That will at least limit that sharing ability. These are also options that you have. Restricted, can only specific people can open the link. They can only view the link, and they need a no IT account. They can edit it with a no IT account. And then this is no restrictions at all. So just be careful when you're choosing these, because you may not want to share that, and so that could be a problem for you if you give them full access. Your other options are here. These are just other things that you can actually open using the Office 365, because that's where we are. We're in Office 365. So Office 365 is basically an internet-based Office program, so that you have the ability, like you saw that I opened the Word document. So you have that ability from the internet, and this works on your smartphones and tablets as well. So be advised that you can download those things and have them accessible. You're waiting at the airport and you don't have your laptop with you, you can use your phone. This is just site settings. You can make all kinds of different changes. I would be very careful about that, because you may not want to make certain changes that you can't undo. If you need some extra help on that, please just let me know and I will be glad to help you out with that. You can change your theme. So say you prefer, green and bright, or, it doesn't matter. Just whatever you choose. They have these ones here. You can set your start page to say that I want it, instead of it being OneDrive, I want it to be something else. But since we're using this as a OneDrive application, I would recommend just leaving it the way it is. You can do notifications. And this is just stuff that's available in 365. So, I don't want to get too far into it. I can do this on another video as far as how to set up 365. Because I really would like to stay focused on the OneDrive. You can also create a new drive document here and be able to, collaborate again. And that's one nice feature about Office OneDrive, is that you can collaborate with others who are not in the organization, as long as they have the link or you've shared with them using their email address. Anybody who does get into the OneDrive, if you send them with the restrictions, they will need to have a Microsoft account. And again, your OIT account, or even your Hotmail, Live.com, Gmail account, all of those are acceptable to log into Microsoft Office 365 and OneDrive. The other thing is you have notifications. So if you have notifications set up on your files or in your OneDrive, they will show up here. So you will get like a little number that will say, okay, you have 4 notifications. You can search files. I'm not sure what I might have, I might be looking for something. So you can search by keyword, and it looks like that it will also look inside of your files. So if I were to go in here, then I probably will find the word assignment in here. And there you have it. So it's actually looking inside the files as well as the file names. Let's see if we can... so if we search everything, so I would just be aware that it will give you quite a bit of results back if you don't really remember the name of the file. The other thing is your groups. Right now we don't have groups ready, but that will be coming, and when it does, I will definitely follow up on a video with that. and then you have your help menu, so this should be able to help you with any questions you might have that is not covered. But again, I would like for you to get in touch with me if it is something that you are interested in knowing more about. I will be more than glad to help you. This is just a basic overview. It works very well. Just remember that once you sign into OneDrive, it will stay signed in every time you log into your computer. And for some people, that might be a problem. For other people, it's not. If it is a problem for you, you can actually just do exit, and it will stop. It will now turn off OneDrive for you on your computer, and then the syncing will stop as well. And so that is basically how you use OneDrive. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to contact me, extension 51730. Email is edis.warden@oit.edu. I also have a presentation with the same type of information in there if that's something you would prefer to see instead, so, or to reflect back on. So just email me and let me know, and I will send you the link to the presentation. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.